Hey everybody, Marty from Aimsize here. Today we're going to unbox, take a little review of the UltraView hinge. What's so special about it? Why is everybody buying it? And is it maybe the next right release for you? Let's open this thing up and check it out. All right, so the first thing, we have the hinge here. Comes in this awesome box. One of the better companies to do some marketing and packaging for their actual hinge. You may notice a bunch of other hinges, releases, whatever. They come in that sort of plastic box. They're rattling around and just getting kind of messed up in it. That won't happen with this one. You know exactly what you're getting by looking at this sticker that comes with it. You either get the brass or aluminum, and you get either the click or the no click. I ordered the brass no click. So you get this handy dandy package. You don't hear a lot of rattling around. A little bit, that's just the adjustment bar, but check it out. This is actually magnetized. Magnetized so it stays closed. It won't open on you. Doesn't really jump around that much. And when we open it, ta-da, there's the hinge with our certificate of authenticity. So let's check this out. You got the UltraView certificate of authenticity, my order number, and on the back of it talks about who did it. Looks like Zach Harris might have made this one. He's at least the lead designer for this. So that's pretty cool. Get your stuff that shows you it's straight from UltraView. So check out what comes in the box. We've got the adjustment Allen wrench, which is cool, gold plated. Use the long end, the shorter end is so that you can actually move it, but this is what comes in the package. So check it out. It's all covered in foam and it doesn't move around. There's no shaking, there's no coming out of it. It stays in there, and then when you bring it out, it's in great shape. Little cutout, all that other good stuff. Really cool. Nice job, UltraView. So check this out. This release has a couple different parts to it, and it comes to you in all metal parts. So the first main part is the body. This is the brass one, and obviously this is milled out of one solid piece of brass. So there's no parts, there's no assembly, stuff like that. This is all one nice and heavy piece of brass. Really nice weight to it. The other parts you'll see is the thumb peg post holder. That's actually aluminum that's on there and then screwed into, and then the finger, that's actually aluminum too. So it comes with an aluminum finger attachment for the third, makes it feel really smooth, really nice, and a little bit of weight to it. And you can get the other UltraView attachments if you want to make this 2-finger, 3-finger with the UltraView part, or the 4-finger with their 3D printing stuff. You'll also notice the head sear, or the head part of it with the hook, is also machined out of aluminum. So really sturdy construction, really nice. And of course, the main part of why this hinge is special from UltraView is the feel. The feel fits in your fingers really, really nice. They did a lot of measuring for people, and it's hard to describe in a video, but if you go and hold one, it is a little bit different than the other ones. You may feel like an HBC, something like that. You have a really nice post here in between your fingers, and then check that out. Look how much finger groove there is in the third finger. It really lets that finger sit in there, and it's really, really nice. I've messed around with this one a little bit. I really like it. And one of the biggest things that I think sets this release apart from other hinge releases, and the fact that a lot of people are complaining that it doesn't come with the thumb post. I think there's a reason why, and the real reason is you don't really need it with this hinge. And it's because of the design of this middle part and where that head actually floats and draws back. So let's see an example of why you don't actually need it and why it's kind of neat and unique. You can obviously put a thumb peg on there if you want one, but let's see what happens when you don't. All right, so check this out. So I have the hinge in basically where you'd be on your D-loop. And when you pull back, traditionally, you're gonna put your thumb on that thumb peg and pull it back so that you don't accidentally release it. But check this out. Just by the design of where that head sits, you don't really need that thumb peg. you could pull this back and it doesn't fire, and I have almost no tension on anything. You could even let go a little bit of the front and it just doesn't fire. It's really neat. The ergonomics of this let you pull it back, and you don't really need that thumb to pull back on anything. It can come and hold and not fire, and then it's only after you anchor and then you start your process and it'll go. Really interesting design there, and I think that's exactly why it doesn't come with a thumb peg. So check that out. Really nice part of it. The rest of it is the weight. The weight of this thing is really nice. It feels very comfortable in the hand, and if you take a nice close-up look at this thing, the grooves are nicely milled in there, a lot of space, fits fingers, and I have pretty average fingers, I guess. They fit nice in there, and they fit into your hand pretty appropriately, pretty good. A lot of kudos to their design and all that. And then, like we said, if you really feel like it, you can make some adjustments to this. You can take the screws out and then change the finger attachments. And I guess you can change the hooks to have a click or a no click. This one's a no click, so that's pretty cool. Now the other thing is the adjustment of this. Not a lot of videos about it, but let's talk about adjusting this hinge. All right, so adjusting this hinge is super simple. If it's a little too hot, too cold for you, all you do is right there in the back. There is a set screw if you want to do it. Ultraview says you don't actually have to undo that or tighten it down or anything. All you need to do is adjust the screw back and forth, so there really is no set screw you need to accomplish. So you take your Allen wrench, you stick it in the back. Obviously, that's why it's long, because it goes all the way through the release, all the way to the head. What it's doing, it's actually going into a screw head, and that screw head moves the moon back and forth. And clockwise is hotter, counterclockwise is colder. Pretty easy, very simple, and adjusts it really, really well. So a nice piece of engineering, nice piece of design. This is a pretty nice hinge. Going to do some more shooting with it, and I hope you do too. If you have any questions or concerns, don't forget to subscribe or check it out. We'll see you later.